This huge renovation project was meant to be taking place over 20 years, for which it would need 100 million euros or 150 million euros over 30 years. So we're talking like really big scale renovation here. And the state put aside 2.5 million euros to go towards renovating the spire alone, which is, of course, one of the things that we saw collapse earlier on in the fire. So, however, obviously this is a huge renovation scheme, and they weren't getting enough money in order to make it work. So in 2017, they actually launched a sponsorship scheme, and the state said that it would put in €1 for every €1 collected by the sponsorship scheme. And to do that, they actually went on a sort of roadshow in America, because obviously Notre Dame is a huge monument which is famous across the world, and particularly with American tourists. So it was important for them to go to the US and to find and to collect those donations from American tourists who see it as a very important symbol of European heritage and even of American heritage, as, of course, when Americans liberated Paris, along with French troops at the end of World War II, there was huge celebrations in front of Notre Dame. And so for them, it's also a part of American history as much as it is of French history. And so in 2017, the Friends of Notre Dame Association, this sponsorship scheme, went to the US, went around and toured around various cities like Boston, Chicago, Houston, LA, Washington, DC, to try and raise money amongst American tourists. And this isn't unusual, actually. The Notre-Dame Cathedral actually often gets outside financial help. So in 2013, it got $2.7 million from private donors in order to furnish it with 9 new bells to go in the towers. And in 2014, for instance, the Christmas tree, which is put in place just in the courtyard in front of the church, that annual Christmas tree was financed in part by Russia. So it's not unusual that the city would go to external places, into external countries, in order to get financing to help it with restoration work. This is partly because it's not allowed due to a French law. It's not allowed for them to make visitors pay in order to enter the cathedral. Of course, tourists do pay to go up the towers, but to enter the cathedral, there's actually a law in France which bans them from collecting money for doing that. So, of course, although it does get 30,000 visitors a day, those donations won't be enough to finance this huge restoration project that's going on right now. So, for instance, I'll give you a couple of the numbers. So, just to renovate the apse, they want to fundraise 30 million euros, 12 million for the ramparts, 6 million for the vestry, 11 million for the spire. Like, we're talking huge numbers that they really are going to have to look for outside help in order to finance this huge project.
Yeah.